hi sir, I am the second reporter of Group 8. So my topic is about romantic period. So the romantic movement was an artistic literacy and intellectual movement that originated in the second half of the 18th century in Europe and was strengthened in reaction to the Industrial Revolution. So kaning romantic movement is major artistic and intellectual movement that began in the second half of 18th century sa Europe. Then kanin sila is they value emotion, imagination, and nature. So they express this idea through art, music, literature, and even history. So one of the first significant applications of the term to music was in 1789 in the Memoires by the Frenchman André Gretry, but it was A.T.A. Hoffmann who really established the principle of musical romanticism, and a lengthy review of Ludwig van Beethoven's Fifth Symphony published in 1810 and in an 1813 article on Beethoven's instrumental music. So kaning romanticism is first gigamit atong 1789 by French composer André Gretry and his Memoires. Kaning Memoires is kani siya marag libro nga diary din niya, didtoan nimo siya, didtoan nimo ginasulat imong talambuhay. Pero kani si A.T.A. Hoffmann jud ang naka-establish sa principle of musical romanticism. Then tungod sa mga gibuhat ni Hoffmann nga pag-analyze sa mga works ni Beethoven, mas na-appreciate pa iyahang works, mas naila pa. Then the romantic music is a period of fostering classical music that began in the late 18th or early 19th century. It is related to romanticism, so the European artistic and literacy movement that arose in the second half of the 18th century. And romantic music in particular dominated the romantic movement in Germany. So the romantic music is dali siya ma-identified compared sa to music from the other periods, kay kani mga romance, nocturne, etude, and polonaise, kani sila dali ra ma-identified atong mga period kay usa ni nga mga music atong 19th century. So there are 5 composer. Kaning isa is si Carl Maria von Weber. Carl Maria von Weber was born on November 18, 1786 in Holstein, Germany, a German composer and opera director during the transition from classical to romantic music. Then he is noted especially for his operas Der Preschütz, so Pre-Shooter, or more colloquially, so The Magic Marksman, then Oriente atong 1823 and Oberum 1826. Then kaning Der Preschütz is the most immediate and widely popular German opera that had been written to date, established German romantic opera. So kani si Carl Maria von Weber is masakiton ni siya, then masakiton siya since birth niya nga nag-cause sa iyaha og pagkabaldado hantod sa hantod, pero tong pagkabantay sa iyahang papa nga na siya talent, gipaila-ila siya sa iyang mga papa sa klase-klase ng mga teachers sa kay nag-expect man yung papa nga mahimo siya nga Mozart prodigy. Then sa iya nga time popular ning Der Preschütz or Pre-Shooter. Then ang ikaduha is si Frederick Chopin. Frederick Chopin was born on March 1, 1810, Zelazowa Wola near Warsaw, Duchy of Warsaw, now in Poland. This Polish-French composer and pianist of the Romantic period are best known for his solo pieces for piano and his piano concerti, although he wrote little but piano works. Many of them brief Chopin ranks as one of the music's greatest tone poets by reason of his superfine imagination and fastidious craftsmanship. So kani si Frederick Chopin is he expressed his emotion through piano. Ikatulo is si Robert Schumann. So kani si Robert Schumann was born on June 8, 1810 at Aqua Saxony, now in Germany. He is a German romantic composer known particularly for his piano music songs, then orchestral music. Many of his best known piano pieces were written for his wife, the pianist Clara Schumann. Then during this time, he met Wick, who would become Friedrich Wick, who would become his teacher and future father-in-law. So Clara Wick, Friedrich's daughters, and Robert's future wife, was a far greater performer than Robert would ever be. Then he suffered from mental illness, depression, and bipolar disorder, which severely limited his musical output. So Schumann's music is best broken down into two categories based on their size: small scale pieces like the lieder and piano pieces, and large scale pieces like his symphonies. So piano concertos and opera. Schumann was prolific in both categories, though he is perhaps best remembered for his smaller pieces. So, regardless of size and scope, Schumann's music is largely programmatic, meaning it tells a story through music, not specifically through words. So, 4 is Franz Liszt. Can you see Franz Liszt was born on October 2020, 1811 in Reading, so Hungary. Liszt is a piano virtuoso and composer. So among his many notable compositions are his 12 symphonic poems, 2 piano concertos, several sacred choral works, and a great variety of solo piano pieces. So kaning musical style and influence of Franz Liszt is the majority of Liszt's piano composition reflect his advanced virtuosity. However, he was a prolific composer and wrote works at several levels of difficulty, some being accessible to intermediate level pianists. So analogous Greece are example of Liszt's virtuosic style. Then ang ika-5 is si Richard Wagner. So kani si Richard Wagner was born on May 22, 1813 in Leipzig, Germany, into a middle-class family, then raised along with 8 siblings. So his father, Friedrich, died shortly after Richard's birth, and within the year his mother Joanna married Ludwig Geyer. As a child, Wagner showed little talent or interest in anything except for writing poetry. So Wagner's musical training was largely left to chance until he was 18, when he studied with Theodor Wendling in Leipzig, so Germany, for a year, and then he began his career in 1833 as a choral director in Würzburg, and composes early works in imitation of German Romantic compositions. So Ludwig van Beethoven was his major idol at this time. Then ang iyang first work ni Wagner is wrote his first opera, Die Peine or the Paris, in 1833, but it was not produced until after the composer's death. So he was music director of that theater in Magdeburg from 1834 to 1836. Then where his next work or Forbidden Love, loosely based on William Shakespeare's then Measure was performed in 1836. That year he is married Mina Splaner, a singer actress active in local theatrical life. So that's all. Thank you.